Hey gang, Dallas here with Privateer Press. We've gotten a lot of questions lately about the techniques and uses of airbrushing to get your minis looking great and on the table. Today, we're going to share how you can bring this tool into your hobby arsenal. So let's get started. So when choosing your airbrush, there's a few things to look for. The first is you have a gravity feed like this, or a siphon feed. A gravity feed, you apply paint into the cup. The paint rolls down into the barrel and out the nozzle. A siphon feed would feed into the bottom and from a little cup. I like the gravity feed. This is easy to clean, easy to apply paint and switch on the fly. Gives me a lot of control. This connection point is where our hose goes for our air compressor. And that'll run a little hose down over to whatever air compressor we choose. The second thing is dual action versus single action. A single action airbrush, you push the button, you get air and paint at the same time. A dual action like this, you push the button down, gives you air. You can control how much air by pushing down a little bit or a whole lot. But as you pull back on the trigger, it increases the paint flow. So this gives you much greater control for fine detail or just blowed out base coats. So there's a few things to look for when choosing your airbrush. So we have our airbrush station all set up. Remember, when you're using an airbrush, you need a well-ventilated area or a spray booth. We've already connected our airbrush to our air compressor. And I've set the air compressor on between 15 and 20 PSI. So to start out with, I'm going to take a 50-50 mix of window cleaner and water. Put a little squirt of it into my paint cup and give it a little spray. And this will help lubricate the needle and get the brush flowing well. Now I'm going to apply some paint into the cup. For this, I'm just going to use an old brush and just grab a dollop of paint and put it in the brush, maybe two. After mixing it, I'll apply some more of our window cleaner mix in there and mix it up and make a nice consistency, something that has nice flow but still a pretty good body. It may take a little experimentation to get just the right mix for your needs. Now, I'm going to begin spraying. Remember, you're going to use the finger control to control how much paint comes out. By having the trigger forward, you get a finer detail line. By pulling the trigger back, you can see we get a nice big spread on the airbrush. This is great for base coating things like colossals and warjacks. Don't be afraid to experiment with your different mixes and your different finger controls on your trigger. Sometimes you're going for a base coat, and sometimes you're going for fine detail. For cleaning my airbrush, I'm going to add a little bit of our window cleaner mix into the cup, and I'm going to blow it all out, emptying the cup. Then add a bit more window cleaner, spray it out, and use a cotton swab to scrub the inside of the cup, making sure all the paint is removed and loosened. And I will continue doing this until there is no paint left in the reservoir. When I go to clean the tip, I use the trigger to pull the needle all the way back into the barrel and a cotton swab soaked in our window cleaner to clean the tip and the nozzle. Remember, check your owner's manual for all the safety, cleaning, and maintenance tips for your specific airbrush. And that's it. Your airbrush is ready and clean for the next time you're going to get your paint on. And that's really it. All the information you need to get started using an airbrush for your miniatures. Join me next time and we'll go over applying base coats and shades with your airbrush. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more videos and check out the links in the description below for more in this series and additional information on the P3 hobby line.